Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is April 24th, 2025. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. And well, it's a little bit interesting because we do have another news right away in 2 days. Um, but we do still have a few things to wrap up. So let's talk about that. And first, of course, is the collab. Like I said, there's probably something to do because we didn't get the Strikers card. And indeed, that is the case. We have a new Cho Kyukyoku quest featuring Lilia, Miriella, Nokia, and Ariel again. But this time, as you can see, they are in their swimsuits, they're on the beach, and well, we've got another quest to take on. The the special quest here is Chokyukyoku level, and will be available starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Japan time. Now, what are we doing? Well, this is just going to be an alternate evolution form for the last set of uh, the the last drop that we got last time. So it's a free itemless switch, so that probably means it's just the same exact monster with a different look. Obviously, now we already looked at the ratings. If you didn't see my evaluation video, not necessarily that high of a ranking, so probably no need to max select two versions of it. At most, you're probably using one, so you can just do this quest to clear it to get the alternate evolution form. There is a mission involved, and of course, this is where the Strikers card come in. And you can see you get an alternate Strike Shot voice set as well as an EL Waku Waku Min. Um, these are definitely rare to get, and hopefully, this mission isn't going to be too difficult to complete. Your requirement here is to complete that new quest with one or more 5 or less starred monster. So we'll have to see who's good at that quest, but yeah, and if I'm feeling up to it, maybe I will actually do a play video. I know that's a popular thing that people wanted to do, and now that I'm mostly, you know, back up to a healthy state, maybe that's something we can do. Here's a closer look at the Strikers card. Obviously, if you're a 2.5 dimensional seduction fan, then this is going to be something you want. If not, see if it tickles your fancy or not. And that will wrap up the collab. Remember, you have until the end of the month to finish off everything here, plus 2 days to use your travel bell in case you need it. Now, for in-game stuff, this is a pretty cool campaign. There's going to be a Monspot boost. Now, remember, Monspot in general is Japan only. However, you can put a My Spot every day, and you can take advantage of the fact that you can log in here once a day to get one orb if you have 100 shards in your possession. Now, the campaign will double that, and not only will you be able to get 2 orbs per day, but you will be able to pick up double the rates of shards by just logging in. Now, I do this once in a while, and basically when I sleep, I will actually leave my phone connected. I can set it to like the lowest brightness, and just have it set up sitting on my spot, and every 10 minutes it will auto proc it, and when it pops, that's when the shards come. So I have like something like, I think I finally broke under. Yeah, I'm at 847 now because I haven't actually done that in a while. But that might be something you want to do because you heard that sound effect there. Every time you check in for the first time, you get that orb, and for the duration of that campaign, you're gonna get double. So pretty cool. 2 orbs per day for, what is it, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 5 days. So that's 10 orbs. Pretty cool. Um, Gacha Lidora Lab. I think they realized how, you know, not so great it is in terms of the rates. Starting from the next appearance, the rare energies will get a rate up starting at 500 rather than 1,000. And actually, let me see if they've updated the website to see if the super rate up will also be shifted, maybe from 2,000 to 1,000 instead. That certainly would be a huge improvement, but I don't think I see any post on there, so maybe I guess they might have updated the original post for the Gacha Lido Lab, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find that on short notice. So yeah, we'll see. but certainly an update that they sorely needed, because I don't know, this event, it just, they advertise the fact that you can get up to 5 monsters for a particular element, but that's just not feasible at all, right? So kind of unfortunate, but I don't know. Seems like something that they should have play tested, but play tested better. I don't know. 500. Yeah, they only have a post for 500, so maybe it's just still gonna be 2,000. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next month. Here we go. This is probably the most important thing from the news. The gacha paid gacha pack here. This will give you 10 monsters guaranteed, and one of them will be limited from a specific gacha. There's 2 flavors here. One is for the Choju Shinsai, the Legends gacha, the one in red on the left, and the one on the right is the Geki Jushinsai, and that means that guaranteed monster will be a Choju Shinsai limited monster or a Geki Jushinsai limited monster. However, take a close look at the price. It is on the expensive side. You are actually getting 10 monsters, so you can gauge that on whether it's worth it or not. And the guaranteed pool is limited, so you can have a better chance of getting what you want. But of course, on the flip side, these are 2 gachas that you probably pull for a lot anyway, so does it really change anything that much? I don't know. But in addition to those 10 6-star monsters, you get one of each of the scrolls listed there. The Connect scroll, of course, is very, very nice to have. So getting an additional one is always nice to see. You'll also get 10 orbs to pocket. And of course, all the monsters that get dropped will not only be at max luck, max level, max plus bonuses with the Morlings, but also all of their berry slots will be filled with Toku L berries. Now, it's important to realize where you can get these. If you want the Choju Shinsai one, you can purchase that whether in-game or on the web store. However, if you want the Geki Jushinsai one, you will have to use the web store. That is a web store exclusive pack. So again, they want people to use the web store. It makes sense for them. I understand why they're doing it. And it might just be a little bit easier for those of you outside of Japan. I haven't tried it myself, obviously, but with all these other extra options, I gotta believe that they make it a little bit easier for those of us outside of Japan. No guarantees though. But anyways, just be careful about where you want to get that. The Grand Prix, they announced that the quest that they have for the last iteration of the Grand Prix will come into Monster Strike. This is the usual. It'll be available, I think, for the previous day that or the day of when the Grand Prix is active. There are going to be 5 quests in that stage, and if you clear all 5, you'll get 5 orbs for your trouble. Now, now there is a special monster for this quest, and that monster will be droppable as part of that quest. It is going to be Kogane and Shirogane here. And it's sort of like, the Sai level difficulties that we had before, except this one you only need to clear it once. Each time you clear one of the elemental difficulties, elemental quests for this Monst Stadium area, you will get 20 copies or 20 luck of Shirogane and Kogane. Now, of course, Kogane and Shirogane is always a dark type monster, so even though you're clearing these different quests of different elements, you're still just getting a dark monster out of it. So you're not getting 5 different elements of the same character. You're getting a dark one that you can get up to max luck. Now, we also have a new Guardian Beast. It's Rapapatta here, and it's, I guess, a fat version of Napoleon's bunny that we see in her character sheet there. But the ability for Rapapatta here is puts a healing wall on the top and rightmost walls for X amount of turns, and that healing wall has Y HP healing power. And you can see that level 1 turn for 500 HP, pretty insignificant. But level 10, it's 6 turns for 5,500 HP. So it's a very powerful healing wall, and I guess it works well with the requirement here. When you're in a pinch, if you start a turn with less than half of your HP, then you can utilize this ability. And so, and maybe it might synergize well with the We now have the badges. Was it? Can't even think of the name. Soul badges, right? Uh, you have the ability, like if it's active, you'll get a boost while you don't use it. So it's an interesting thing to think about. I'm not sure if it's top tier, but it is certainly going to get you healed up fast. And for 6 turns, maybe. I don't know. We have 2 Jushinka Kais this week. First, we have Osiris here, and Osiris is on the older side, right? I think. So interesting to see him finally get something. Deity superpower, super anti-gravity barrier, super anti-damage wall, mind super L, strike shot turn reducer, which of course reduces the strike shot count of himself based on the number of friendlies he touched. Connect skill, deity resist M, Fiend resist M, and bump combo boost M. Requirements are 2 or more non-power types, or you bring along 2 pierce sling type monsters. Strike shot is power up, and you will get a Kabedon, which is powering up on each wall hit. I feel like it's been a while since we got a just a vanilla Kabedon. Bump combo Chosetsu Pierce homing 18 along with Pierce Chosetsu Pierce Poison lock on Shockwave 3 6 6 6 6. Yeah, poison's always good, and I think that's gonna enable him to be buddy with another character. I think it was Mikhail that would be useful. So something you can take advantage of there. And then we have Trident as our second Jushinka Kai monster. Sprite, super speed, pierce, super anti-warp, anti-transport wall, drain, robot killer L, demi-human killer L, demon and demon mancer killer L. And unfortunately, it's these trade-offs you get with a character that have all these L's. Only having 2 nulls is kind of a bummer. Warp and wall, I don't know. Are you gonna be able to use her somewhere? Maybe you can do shenanigans with flight bestow, but connect skills interesting too. 2 or more non-sprite class monsters or 1 or more deity class monsters in party. Yeah, I mean that's a must because otherwise this character is worthless. Strike shot, speed power up, and fires a trident laser at enemies every time a wall is hit. Sorry, it says his hit. That should just say is hit. And then the bump combo is of course trident laser EL with a super wall set trident laser to complement that. And then here is the calendar. Obviously, the big thing here is the area highlighted in green. We've got the Nico Nico Cho Kaigi event on the 26th and 27th. And of course, just another reminder, the news is on day 1 rather than day 2. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be the big thing, and you can buy the pack starting from the Chokage event. So next news is on the 26th, which is less than 2 days away. The timing will be the exact same time as news normally is, and I almost certainly will do a live stream for you guys to do that at the same time. So we'll experience the news together and probably push out news as usual like I would today. And here are the lucky monsters. Interesting that Toroi Medai is already on there. Remember, you can get a max luck of her right away if you can invite 1 person to the game. You just need to make sure that either you give them a link to download the game, given if it comes from you, it'll automatically link you and your friend, or once your friend has it set up, they give you their ID once they finish the tutorial, and you put it in the invite area, and you will get credit for that. So don't miss out. And that is it. If you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and commenting, and of course subscribing to the channel. Monst on Twitter/X has all of these slides available for you, and of course anything that pops up randomly, that's where you can get some news. And of course the Discord channel, link to the description, is in the server below. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.